Ankle locks. Always one of those things that kind of gets frowned upon in the clubs. Guys always feel that they get cheated on when they get caught with an ankle lock. Same thing, wrist locks. Really legitimate lock. Really hurts. I definitely don't want my ankle getting broken. I'm going to go over a nice entrance. An open guard is a very, very easy way to get someone's ankle. So this knee should be bent. I don't want my leg straight because you can push me over. And I want to try and walk in until I have tension. I have tension on his leg here. So this is good. Now I only have to worry about this leg. So I'm going to go around his ankle and I want to bring it up into my armpit. As I do that, I step. And I bring my knee in and my arm puts it in like a headlock. So I'm just going to lock up that foot. Okay, so here, have tension, lift this up, step in. I'm going to sit back and squeeze my knees together, or I'll take this foot and stretch them out a little bit. That's always fun too. Knees together, fist is on my stomach, arch back. Now there's a couple different ways I can break his foot here. I can go high, which is always kind of nice for beginners because this is more muscle here. I'm at the base of his calf, so if I put pressure on his calf here, this just hurts. It's muscle pain. It's easy if I go too hard, Adrian will feel fine tomorrow. It's not really a big deal, just a little stretch. If I go on his Achilles, this is much nastier. This one, his ankle actually breaks, and this is, when you think footlocks, this is what most people think, although this one works well. For a while, if they get a little adrenalized, they might not feel the pain. Sometimes the taller guys will feel like their shin is starting to bend, less than, not so much the pain of the pressure itself. Down here, this is much tighter on the ankle. Okay? So we want to get that nice entrance. Keep that pressure here. If I have tension on his leg, I'm not too worried about what this one's going to do. Now I just have to worry about this one. I can control his ankle and lift it up and step. Step in. I can push his leg down and step on it here if I like. And I'm going to turn to my side a little bit. This is illegal. I can't turn and lay on the leg, and I can't bring my foot across his hip. Okay? If you want to put your foot here, that's fine. Behind his butt is okay. The important part here is that you're squeezing your knees together, so I have tension on his leg. That's the important part. Some, like MMA, you can get into the nastier locks, right? I'm not too worried about that. Just worry about submissions for tournament. This is illegal, okay? So you can't turn onto the side. You can go this way if you like, but you're burying the foot. I don't like this one. I feel like my arm's trapped. So stretch them out, knees together. Foot can go behind the butt or go here, but again, pinch the knees, grab the wrist, and arc back. I'm grabbing right here, kind of like, you know, if you're doing a bad guillotine, you would grab there, right? And you're going to lift a little bit like this. Elbow comes in, and I arch. The power in this one comes in my body's ability to stretch my shoulder back to the floor. Okay, so I'm being really loose with my grip. I'm only putting my hand on my belly. I switch sides here. So I just put my hand pretty low. I just want to extend his foot. When his foot is extended, this ankle is much weaker. When his foot is here, this is much harder to defend, or sorry, much harder to attack, and so is the calf. So my job here is when I have my grip, is I get a good pinch, is to pull my shoulder back to lengthen his foot, and then touch my shoulder to the floor. That's what's going to make him nervous. Okay, so right here. And this is without me grabbing my hands. This is just keeping it on the stomach. So if I'm going a little tighter, I get my grip. Okay, so he should be tapping before I get to the floor. Okay, so again, keep tight pressure on the quad, just like you would for an arm bar. Sometimes you do arm bars and the leg's not over the head at all. It's on the neck. Same thing here. I can do my leg lock and not have my foot up super high or across like you would for an arm bar. You can bring it in nice and tight as long as it's here. It's squishing. My arm is in, and I bring my shoulder back. Okay? Squeezing is also important because Adrian's going to want to sit up, okay, and try to climb through this. Okay, so that's something you have to watch out for. That's why laying on your side's a lot better. If you're a smaller person, it's harder for Adrian to sit up on top of me. Because if he sits up, he's going to kind of twist his knee, and I can just roll and roll with him the whole time. So ankle locks are a good way to keep heavier guys off of you, especially twisting them. So watch your partner's control, or watch your control on your partner's leg. It's going to get a little nasty, especially if they start turning. Okay, so be careful with it. Have fun with that one, guys, but be safe. Okay, so a couple little extra little details. There's a lot to learn with leg locks, don't get me wrong, but this is just the start, right? This is just the beginning. So a couple things that'll help you out. I'm a long guy, and Adrian's a long guy. Sometimes things don't line up very well. We can't quite squish on the quad with our knees together, and our feet are kind of jammed. I don't like the idea so much of the inside foot on the butt. If it's inside on the butt, it's okay, but I like the idea of stretching them out. So I'm going to put that leg there. This is why you'll see sometimes I can leg lock Adrian right now, and my knees are not squeezing together at all. It's not a good idea, don't get me wrong. You do want to squeeze, but sometimes you get someone like right now, he's allowing me to do it, so there's no resistance. The more you resist, the more I'm going to squeeze, of course. So, but what's really submitting Adrian is I'm hanging off of his leg. So I have my foot here to keep his knee where it is, and I'm just hang. It's like I'm stretching. I'm trying to make Adrian's leg longer, and that's probably the best analogy I can use to help you guys get the idea of getting the leg lock. It's not so much like we do want to extend the foot, but I just want to hang off Adrian's leg and make it longer and stretch it out. I want to pull his hip right out of his socket. Then, once you start getting better, this knee coming in will just add way more pressure to it for sure. Like we do want our knees together. If my knee is here or on his knees, that's fine. Maybe he has a shorter leg and I'm on his shin a little bit. That's acceptable because it's not like an arm bar where we're breaking the elbow. I'm not going for his knee, I'm going for his ankle. So I have lots of control with it here. And this foot is huge. This is a really, really hard thing to defend. If I have my foot underneath his butt, it allows him to sit up and get on top easier, right? So, but this foot, this is why this is the first one you see. This is a must-know ankle lock. If you spin around to this side, all I gotta do is hold this here, and I'll put his foot right in here like a headlock. So I got my foot lock, and now Adrian, what are you gonna do? I make him do the splits. Like unless the guy can like go whole 180-degree splits, he's gonna have a hell of a time getting out of this. And if he does have good splits, that's when my knees are coming in, and then I'm going for the ankle lock. Again, you have to watch the foot coming over. It's illegal. You have to watch falling onto this leg. That's illegal. And it's kind of stuff. Right? Don't want to be doing that. What we're worried about is the knee bending. So we don't want this kind of motion, guys. Don't twist the knee. Okay? So be careful, but hang off the leg. It'll make a world of difference. Okay? Have fun.